I just want to let you know how I feel. I just want to let you know how I feel. I just want to let you know how I feel. I just want to let you know how I feel.
What's up, and what's good? If I ruled the world nation, it's your boy CD in the building. And I got my boy to the left of me, my boy, my ace boon coon, Troy, a.k.a. the actor, with us tonight. And unfortunately, our third co-host, Fabiola, fabulous one, she is actually out of town. So we're going to try to hold it down, the fellas, tonight. It's going to be a fellas night out. We're going to try to hold it down, right, El Boogie?
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. You know how it is, man. We old school, baby. We from the clique. We from the nest, man. You know, it started with us, man. You know, we do miss Fab. You know, we do, you know, we need to have that little extra. But, you know, we're going to hold it down for Fab. Fab hold it down for us.
No doubt. Fab keeps us in check. She keeps the boys in line. Yeah. But you know what? The boys are going to get a little out of control tonight. We're going to talk about love and happiness tonight. We're going to see what perspective we got on love and happiness. We're going to have some guests calling in as well to give their perspective. So we're going to dive right into the show. So, El Boogie, I got a question for you as we talk about love and happiness. People throw that word love around all the time. So what is this word called love? Tell me what you think about it.
I don't know. Well, I think the word love just means different things for different people. I know there are levels of the emotional content of love. You know, some people say, you know, I love you, and you know, it's very random that you hear me say it because they hold it so dear to their hearts that if they, you know, kind of mention that word loosely, you know, people maybe get hurt. Mm-hmm. You know, and there's those out there that's like, yeah, man, you know, I got love for you. You know, it's all good, mama. I got love for you. And he, you know, the chick be like, yeah, you know, he said love. He said love. No, ain't the same thing, mama. Ain't the same thing, mama. He says that to everybody, you know. So
that's first phase. That's first phase.
That's first phase. You know, so it depends. It depends. I think you know, the emotional content of love can mean different things to different people. You have to understand who the person is and why they use the word so, you know, frequently or don't use that word at all. You know, so you got to respect that.
Okay. You think society has been desensitized to the word love because it's being thrown around so loosely?
Well, you know, you see in the world, you know, I wouldn't say that the world is being desensitized. I think it becomes the individuals. You know, I don't think people still pass the word love around as frequently as that. No. Because it still connects them to that individual. And I think they do it less likely now because everybody's more free. You know, they don't want no connection. They don't want to be, you know, associated with just that one person. And you said that love, it's on lockdown now. It's you and I. You said love, but guess what? It's me and you, boo-boo. That's it.
The chains are on. Yeah, so are the handcuffs. Yeah. It's a wrap, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But, you know? I mean, since the boys are running the asylum tonight, love you, Fabby. How often have you said that word, I love you, to a woman, and it's been unconditional or not?
Me personally?
You personally.
Oh, man, listen. I'm one of the dudes where, you know, I didn't say I love you until I knew for sure you love me back. I wasn't the one that said it first.
So it meant something to you. That word meant something to you.
It meant something to me, yeah. And if I had said it first, believe me, we both felt it for a minute. You know, what's funny is it's a story. It was this it was back in the Nest days. And
Nest, what up? What up?
Yeah, big shout out to the Nest. And it was this girl that really, really liked me, you know. And she was like, I love you. I love you. I'm like, you know what? Just by you throwing that word loose like that, I'm never going to trust you to say I love you. So you know what? It's done. It's done. I was like, yeah. So, I take that word love like extremely seriously because I'm saying to you, to me, if I say I love you, that means I'll go above and beyond for you. I may even risk my life for you. So if I say I love you and you don't feel the same way or you don't, respect that word that I'm saying to you as love, oh man, we got a serious problem right now, man. Yeah, for real. Yeah. So for me, I definitely didn't spin around loosely. So those very few women that have heard the word love, including my mom's, would let you know It's the real deal. He feel his feelings for you are true. So
it's a different generation nowadays. I think people throw that word around a lot. I'm gonna disagree. I think the world is a little desensitized to the word love. I think when we think about love, it's when I think about love per se, I think about unconditional love. And what unconditional love means to me is it's not just a fleeting emotion. It's something that you can actually put action behind it. Like love is an action word. You have to do something with it. It just can't be something that's just thrown in osmosis. Like, I love you, but there's no action behind it, right? So as I think about it, unconditional love is I'm going to love this person regardless of how they treat me, right? That's what unconditional love's to me. Unconditional love also means that even when things are going wrong, that emotion that I have is consistent, right? So that's what unconditional love means to me. And when I have love for someone, that means I'm going to love them even through their mistakes. I'm going to love them even when they're hurting me. I'm going to love them even when I'm not their favorite person or they're not mine, right? So when I think about that word, I really put a lot of stock in that word love. What do you think?
Yeah, well, that right there sounds like you truly acknowledge that word and how powerful it is. And like I said, man, a lot of people here really don't respect people's words, man. Remember back in the day, big shout out to Parchester, you'd be like,
PC.
Word is bond. Remember that?
Yeah.
When a guy had told you, or anybody, big shout out to the cats back in the BX and Parchester.
5%ers, what's up?
The 5%ers, yeah. I didn't want to, because I don't know if they changed or whatever. If they got, a different name now. But yeah, if the dude was to tell you word is bond, then 100% you have to believe that what he's saying is true. So if, I wish we had a code word that we could tell everybody. You said, I love you, say word is bond. And they could respect that, We don't have that. So now, you could be with somebody can say, I have love for you, or I got unconditional love for you, and they don't really mean it, Now you got to deal with the consequences now, I thought you said it, now you wasn't really feeling it. And like I said, it's a different time right now. And I think mostly people just not using that word as frequently unless they know for sure it's 100.
Yeah, I don't think they know what it is. I mean, I would love to get a female's perspective on it. I know we're going to have some call. We have a call on the line right now.
Oh, yeah? Okay, all right. Caller, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, good. Welcome to the show. This is If I Ruled the World Radio. Please say your name. Where you calling from?
My name's Uche. I'm calling from Chicago, Illinois.
Uche, is this the supermodel Uche?
I don't know if I'd use supermodel, but yeah.
Well, okay. Well, Uche, are you with the Wilhelmina models, Uche?
I am.
Oh, well, there you go.
Big time right now. Big time.
It's official. It's official. Uche is in the building, and she's definitely a friend of the family. So, Uche, we're talking about love and happiness. We're trying to find out the levels of love. Is there a time that you want to share with us about someone expressing love or you expressing love, and you want to share that with the family here?
Yeah, definitely. I'm 23 years old now, but when I was in high school, junior year, I was 16, and I was going through a lot of family changes. And both of my sisters were in college at Northwestern, and so it was basically just me and my mom. And my mom decided to move to Illinois to be closer to my sisters, so I was going to have to, move schools my senior year. And at that time, I was full of angst, so it seemed like the end of the world to me. I was honestly horrible to deal with. I didn't want to move schools. It seemed like the end of the world to me just because I was at that age, and it was just, it was hard.
I get it.
And we have this close family friend. She's about 10 years older than me, so she's more of my sister now, but she's known me since I was 10, and we've gone to her wedding. She has 3 kids now, but we've always been around her. And so I remember the summer before my senior year, I had moved to Southern Illinois with my mom and started at the new school. Absolutely hated it. And I remember calling my family friend, and she's 10 years older than me at the time, so she's just starting her family. She had just had a baby. She just got married. And she was like, you know what, why don't you just come stay with us during the week? I'll drive you to Illinois every single weekend. And so she had... she literally rearranged her entire house for me just so I could have my own space, my own room, my own bathroom. And I didn't realize at that point how selfless that was of her. But now that I'm reaching close to the age that she was when she did all of this, I don't know if I would be able to do the same for somebody else. She put her entire life on hold just for me, and I don't know if I was necessarily grateful at that time. I was so young, and I kind of just saw it as the world owing me, but she really took the time to literally just set apart her entire life and rearrange it for me, and I appreciate it endlessly, and I'm able to see that now, that it was extremely selfless.
That's an amazing story, Uchi. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Yeah, no problem.
That's what's up. So what was the key lesson? Is that something that you would pay forward as you go through your life, that part of unconditional love and selfless love that you talked about?
Definitely. No, I feel like a huge part of unconditional love is sacrifice, and sacrifice meaning that you don't expect something back from the person, because it's literally you're doing that because you love them. And I feel like knowing that, and knowing that I have someone like that in my life, like I will definitely treat people differently than I would have before. Like I would 100% do the same now.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's very special, man. Yeah, we definitely appreciate you taking the time out to be able to share that with us, and the impact that it put on your life. You know, people don't realize that, you know, you sharing love with someone is going to impact how they feel about the next person. So if you treat them bad emotionally, they're going to treat the next person bad emotionally. If you show them love emotionally, they're going to, you know, carry that love on to the next person. And yeah, I thank you for definitely expressing that. You know what?
Definitely.
Uchi, we got to get you out here on the show with us, man.
For
We got to get you to hang out.
I mean,
I'm going to be there next week.
You're gonna be
for
next.
Sure.
All right, so you know what? Definitely, you know, the email here is at ifirulethewordradio@gmail.com. You let me know your schedule. We're gonna try to get you out here, so you know you can be able to, you know, at the world show, you know, see who you are. You can be able to promote your stuff from out there. You know, this is family here. That's what we're doing here. We're trying to give everybody a voice. So we definitely
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We appreciate
Thank you for calling in.
And yeah, I get that email and I'll get back to you. All right.
Perfect. Have a good night.
All right, you too. Have a good night.
All right, bye.
All right, we got an IG mama that called in. You know how I feel about the IG mama.
That's
what's up right there.
That's for you right there.
That's what's up. I appreciate her story so much. I mean, one of the things that I've heard a lot about from a lot of the older men that I've talked to as I've grown up is the more that you share love with other people unconditionally is the more your heart gets full. And that's how you can always share it. And as you share in that love, that's how it gets passed on from one generation, from one person to the next. So that's why it's important to share that unconditional love from one person to the next, and loving thy neighbor as you love yourself. So I really appreciated her story. It was heartfelt. You know, when you want to sacrifice and driving that girl, coming and getting her so that she can feel comfortable in her new surroundings. I really appreciate her sharing that story.
Yeah. I definitely agree. How about you, man? Is there a time when someone went above and beyond for you?
Not really.
No one cares about CD?
Nah, nobody cares about CD, man.
CD?
No love for CD. Above and beyond, man. I mean, as I think about it, my mom has always been the one that has been done above and beyond for me, no matter what. Whether I disappointed her, whether she wasn't happy with my decision. She would always still be there when all the chips fell. Right? There was a time that CD was running rampant in New York City. I was doing things that probably I shouldn't have been doing. But my mom's made sure that she was there to catch me when I fell. She would make sure that she called a couple of people to secure me and protect me. And those people did the same thing, and I was protected in a different part of my life. So I could be here today. So when we talk about above and beyond is saving my life is you can't go no further than that for me. And that's one of the examples that I always think about when I think about unconditional love. Because she wasn't happy with what I was doing. She could have turned her back on me and I could have just fell flat on my face and been where I was going to be, you know?
Well, that's why we always going to love our mama, you know?
Always love your mama, you know what I mean?
But yeah, I definitely, you know, and I think that, you know, it's always that bond between your mama, you know, and his son, man. It's like, it's just like an undying love, man, you know. And when you don't have it, that's when it's odd. You know, that's when it's odd because, you know, the mother, man, they gave birth to you, man. They want to see you do good. They don't want to see you messing up. And even if they know you're out there doing what you're doing, it's their job to say, listen, man, you're still representing the family. You're still representing me. So I think it's her job to be able to say, listen, I know that you're messing up, but, I still got to hold you down. I still got your back. And eventually I'm going to, beam to the right path. And look at you now. I know she's extremely happy to see, how successful you are right now.
I hope so. I mean, it's interesting as you break it down that way, we continually think about paying it forward from the last show to this show, talking about love and unconditional love and your heart being full so that you can share that with someone else. And I think that's how families can stay close. I think that's how friendships stay close because they can sense that unconditional love with people, you know what I mean? And I think that keeps it going, right? And when you talk about how mothers are supposed to have that love for their children and when they don't, it's sad. That's probably why, because they did not receive that love from their parents or someone in their life, so they don't know how to give it and pass it forward. That's why it's really important to make sure that when you do have love, that you show that love. Yeah. So that someone else who may not have been able to receive that now knows what that feels like and that they can pay that forward. So I'm always paying attention to that and trying to pay forward anything that I can in my life, experiences, emotions, or anything. You never know what the other person has been lacking in their life. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I agree. I have a extremely close relationship with my moms, but I guess to make it, a little different, I have a bond with an individual that's not a relative to me because he actually went above and beyond to show me love. This is a very interesting story. A lot of people don't remember, or probably don't even know that, back in NYC, I was into martial arts.
Karate Kid, I remember that.
Yeah, and actually I was a 1997 champion at the Battle of the Bushido.
I didn't know that.
At the FIT. I don't know if you know what FIT is. You know FIT, the fashion. Yeah, you went to fashion. Yeah, so in 1997, I was the champion in my division, kata and fighting. And that was like one of my biggest accomplishments. And I got there because of an individual, a man that wasn't that much older than me. Actually, he was probably maybe like 6, 7 years older than me, and how he embraced me and saw that I was going down a path that he didn't want to see, and he lured me in and taught me and trained me and made me into a man. It's crazy. The story is that he challenged me. He challenged me, and we almost got into like blows and stuff. He was like, listen, man, you wouldn't even last in my school, man. Maybe they tear you up, man. I'm like, yo, at the time I was kind of in shape. I was like, yo, I exercise every day, man. I could take any of them guys in your karate class, man. You got their feet out and everything. Man, I step on them guys' foot, man. You kidding me? He told me this. He said, if you last 1 month, I'll give you the whole year free. So me, being silly, like, okay, I can bang your 1 month out. That was probably still to today the hardest month I ever had in my life. Man, those black belts was spanking my behind and sweep me with that floor. And but I felt, that I had to accomplish that. I had to let these guys know that I was tough. And I made it through that month. Sure enough, he gave me the whole year free. Not to know he was training me to be a martial arts there and end up actually being one of the teachers there in the school eventually. And I became to have this bond with him and realized that this man is someone special. And a lot of brothers that didn't have a father in the community, he helped out, man. He gave him a home, man. He made us all brothers. And he doesn't get any recognition, man. He never got an award for it. Nobody really knows, unless they know, his school and stuff. How important he was to our lives, man. So this is a guy that unconditionally, showed me love, and still to this day, I consider him like my dad. He is. He's my teacher.
You still reach out to him? You still connect?
Reach out to me. If he calls me, and just to say what's up, man. If he ever needs anything, I go above and beyond for him. Man.
That's what's up.
And that's a bond between two men as brothers, man. And I got so much respect to you. And it's just Grandmaster Daniel Stewart, man, out in the Bronx, man. What's up, man?
What's up?
Much love.
That's much love. That's dope, man. I appreciate that above and beyond. Not many people are willing to do that. A lot of people in this society are pretty selfish. Selfless is something that people don't really understand the concept, but when you see it, you feel it. And it's important to do that. We're going to continue to talk about this word called love, but let me ask you, when do you feel like when someone says I love you, is it special? Is it just a random phrase? How can you tell, or what's your barometer to tell whether it's special?
It's special? Well, I think that Again, it depends on the person, but to find out if it's special is normally at a special time. You know, they don't just randomly say, "Oh, hey, how you doing, boo? Oh, I love you." It's normally like that. It's normally something that happens. Either you're in a special place or maybe a special place in a relationship. And that's when, you actually turn to the person and say, I love you on relationship status. And it's time, where guys, get emotional. I know that, some of us, have a brother, and unfortunately he may be, on a deathbed or he's so hurt that he just needs that bonding. And you need to let him know, listen, my brother, I love you, man. I'm going to get you through this. Mm-hmm. And I got you, and that's the time to do it. And that's that inspiration that gets you going and say, you know what? Yeah, thank you. Let's do this together, brother. Let's make it happen. Mm-hmm. So, it depends. It depends on the time. I don't think that it's as respected if you just kind of throw it around on the time that it's not as emotional, than saying it, when the time is right. So.
Well, for men, a lot of times men don't really use that word with one another. So
that's true.
When it does happen, that is a very special time, a special phrase. I think the important thing is, as we think about that, I haven't said the word to a lot of women in my life, as we talk about special times and special phrases. So I've been very particular about using that word love, in terms of friendships, in terms of relationships. But I will tell you this, that feeling when it does come up is something that you can't hold. I was once in a situation where I was in my job, right? And I was really, the role that I was playing in my current job, I really was not happy. I really did not like what I was doing for work. But I maintained to stay in there because I'm a hard worker and I was going to do what I had to do. And then I got a call from another person in my job and said, hey, I have another role, another project that we need your expertise in. Once I got that call and I spent like at least 3 months in that job, I felt full. I loved that job. I truly loved that job. So when I think about that word and a special time, that was a special time in our life when I loved to go to work every day. I loved interacting with my customers. I would work on Sundays. I would work on Saturdays. I would go above and beyond because that feeling, that emotion was consistent and fluid. And that's exactly what that role had for me. It brought that love out of me. And that's something that I think about when I think of the word love. It's an emotion that is fluid and consistent. It's not fleeting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you, man. Yeah, I guess you can love your career. You can love, man. I know some guys that love their car.
True that.
I know some guys that go crazy if you even touch their car, because they love for their car. I think that I remember a career that I love. Just the acting.
Okay. Scrap.
Yeah. People don't understand when you have a bond to something, and it's even more important when you know within yourself, even when everybody else thinks you're crazy, that bond you have to this is so undying that you just have to follow it. And in my path, one day I'm going to explain to you my path. I don't have that kind of time on this kind of show to say it. It's going to take at least a whole hour. But, I went through, man, where everyone, even your family, are telling you crazy. When the person that says, I love you, says, I don't trust what you're saying. You don't make any sense. You sound crazy. And you have this feeling inside you and you don't expect them to understand it, but just to respect you and say, you know what, I trust you as a human being and I trust that you're going to do the right thing and, I'll let you do your thing. And I'm not saying you got to be by my side, but, at least don't get in my way.
No doubt.
And that's how I felt for the acting. And I had to kind of leave everyone behind and move forward because I believe that, someone, has something for me out here in LA. And I didn't know anybody that was here. I came here pretty much blindsided. I packed everything in my vehicle and I left everything that was, home to me to come out here because of the love that I have for this. Mm-hmm. And I'm just moving forward in everything I'm doing. And this, everything we're doing here, I believe all this was always predetermined already. I was meant to be here. We was meant to have this show. That's why the doors are opening so frequently. That's why you came together, Fab came together, the studio came together. everything is happening for a reason because I already knew that when I had that first thought process, many years ago, that I was supposed to be here and I was supposed to go forward. And it's a love, man. You got to follow that love, whether it's for somebody, whether it's for, a particular thing, man. You don't want to be that person saying, I wonder if, man.
Yeah.
When you have that burning desire.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, man.
That's a great example when you think about that, because you're willing to do it regardless. Like, especially actors. Their love for acting is something that they have to do, whether they're making money, whether they're getting the roles. They have to keep on doing it. The door is slamming in their face in the beginning more than it's opening. And it's that love for acting, that love for that career that keeps them going. That's unconditional.
Let me tell you something. To everyone out there that's just doing what you love to do and you are struggling to do it, man, you know, Steve Harvey is one of my biggest inspirations, man. You know, he always says you have to jump, man. You have to jump. And that struggle is so tough, man, especially as an actor, because, you know, people don't realize when you have a job, you interviewed for that job. You probably had more than one interview. You probably had 2 interviews. You had to beat out everybody for that job that you probably held for many years. Mm-hmm. We have to audition. We have to interview for our job every time we go out there. Every week you want to work, you have to actually audition and beat out everybody else for that particular job. Mm-hmm. So there is no resting. There is no calmness in you. You have to always stay hungry. You have to always believe that you are the one that can stand out amongst everybody else. And you're not always going to get every job. I mean, it's impossible. But that grind has to be so much inside of you. That love has to be so deep inside you that when they see you perform for them, they have to say, oh, wow, well, I didn't even expect this to happen, or this individual, I wasn't even thinking in this direction, but this person has this kind of love that I'm going to have to hire them. And I got to do this every week, man.
No doubt.
Unless I want to starve, you know. Doubt. Every week I have to interview for that job and beat out thousands of individuals there. This casting director had told me that I had around 10,000 submissions. I narrowed it down to around 100. Out of those 100, I picked 30 people. I brought them in here. We had the call back. We brought back 10. You was the one.
Wow.
10,000 to be the one. I got to do that every week. So
every week, not once, but you got to repeat that.
If I want to eat and survive, every week. There's no one saying that, oh, you know, you did a job for me last week. I'm going to call you back. No, that's not how it works.
You got to do it again.
Luckily enough, if I get that, you know, every once in a while, maybe once a year, someone might say, oh, yeah, you did a project with me. I'll call you back. But my grind and my hustle is every week I got to show to you that I love this, man. I want this, man. And everything I'm doing is for this, man. You know, from this radio show, man, to the reaching out to people to help you and to inspire you to do whatever it takes that you feel that love for, man. Don't let anybody discourage you, man. Your life is your life, man.
No doubt.
What is made for you is for you. Don't worry about if nobody else understands it, man. If you have that love and it's honest, your love for it is honest, go out there and jump, as Steve Harvey said. Go out there and jump, man. Because you'll be surprised how far you're going to go once you break through that barrier, man.
No doubt. And if that love is placed in your heart, you got to make sure that you fan those flames, and you continue to make that ember blast, right? You continue to let that fire keep burning.
That's right.
That burning inside you, that burning desire that's going to keep you getting up every day, going to job, going for those interviews, going for those auditions, and booking them regardless. And when you fail, you're going to get back up and do it again. I appreciate that story, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's serious, man. You know, people don't realize that. You know, this show is really for y'all, man. You know, we are working diligently trying to get this show so prepared for y'all so y'all can be able to call in just like Uchi did, and y'all can be able to chat with us, man. We got the bit chat thing going on. We have YouTube, man. We actually on iTunes now, so you can just listen to us in the car, so we can inspire you, man, to do what it is you need to do, you know, despite anything that's going out there, anything that's discouraging you, man. You know, your life, you're only here one time, man. And if you can find out why you're here and follow that path and follow that love, oh, man, this whole world will be happy, man.
No question.
You won't find an angry brother out there. You know, most people are upset because they're upset with their life. They're upset with their life because they probably picked the wrong choices. You know, they're in a career that they don't like because they have to get that money. And I get it, man. I was there, man. You know, I'll be honest with you, I'm from New York, man. I used to work outside in the cold for the phone company for 10 years. I hate it every day. I'll be honest with you, especially in the wintertime. And the snow, it was blizzards and ice storm. I had to be out there climbing poles to fix somebody's line.
No doubt.
Because I needed to get that money.
You got to get it.
You know, you have to get it. You got to support your family. I get it, man. But if you can find out what's going to really make you happy and start the transition, it's not going to happen overnight. But if you start it and realize that this is really destined for you, oh, my brothers and my sisters, man, you will achieve true love and true happiness at the end of that road.
No doubt. Passion is important. I once had a great man tell me passion about a particular career or anything you want to do in your life that's something that you'll do even if you weren't getting paid. That's how you can judge what your passion is in life. So, we're going to get ready to wrap up. This was a very great show as we talk about love. We talked about unconditional love. We talked about having love for someone. And as we're going through this holiday season, let's make sure that we're fanning those flames and we're sharing that love with others. You know what I mean?
Yep. And next week we'll be back with Fabby, and we might have a newcomer going to come in here and join us, man. I got my cousin. He may be coming through here. He's actually an actor also. We're going to try to get some assistance out here so we can be able to chat with y'all, man. We want to chat with y'all live while we're on Facebook and stuff, so we can be able to respond to you and find out who's online and stuff. So we want to take a little opportunity out to have a couple more co-hosts with here, so we can be able to fulfill everybody's opportunity to be able to share your voice. So we're going to see y'all next week with a brand new episode. If you have any questions or any comments, always send it to me at ifirulethworldradio@gmail.com. Definitely appreciate y'all. See you next week.
City, we out.
One.
I just want to.
A special thanks to our sponsor, MCA, with membership as low as $9.99 a month. Go to motorclubvip.com. If you enjoyed that promo track during our show, you can reach out to him at artisticcreativeenergy.com.